Good morning. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on the race car again. This baby right there. There's been one problem that I have not gotten done yet, and it is kind of causing a little bit of an issue here. If we look at the back of the car, you'll see my wheels are a little cambered. Hello, puppy dog. And the axles on this guy are kind of shot. So what we're gonna do is we are going to replace those axles. We are going to paint my trailing arms, and we are going to fix the camber. Now I've had a couple other parts that have come in. I'm just gonna set you right there for a second. These are for both the dune buggies. The dune buggy. The first one is LED. I got a Type S kit on the car, and this was back in December. When I went to go put it on, it looks like there was an issue with the driver's side, the one that I put on. The LED, it didn't light up fully, and it cut off about halfway through. Luckily, I started the warranty process before last video, because when I was going to put the car on the trailer, I bought it out and absolutely obliterated the one LED that I needed to replace. So thankfully, warranty came in clutch. They sent a whole new kit out. And we're gonna go ahead and replace that, as well as this right here, right there. That is the hood for the car. It is kind of damaged right now, so we haven't fixed it up. It's fiberglass, it is original, so we gotta fix the fiberglass and get it painted. As for that, the car is street legal. It has a VIN number, it has a title, and all of that, so I need to have the hood, and for that, I need to have mirrors. And I've had these for a while now, but I got APR mirrors for the car. I have always wanted these mirrors. They are so beautiful. Let me go ahead and get this opened up here. Check this out. You stay right there. Check these out. Full carbon APR GT3 mirrors. Now I am stoked. They're super light because full carbon, they don't weigh anything. And they are going to be mounted on the side of the hood, about right here. A couple other things I need to fix with that. Because the car is street legal, it needs to have fenders on it. With the 200 treadwear tires, it kicks up rocks like nobody's business, and I do not want to destroy these mirrors with all the rocks that I'm kicking up. So we got to find a fender solution for the car and save these from being unbelievably damaged. But got a lot to do, so let's get started. So first thing we gotta do is gotta jack up the car. The suspension on this is pretty unconventional. It's Volkswagen, and I have to have it for the class that we're racing in. To get the alignment fixed, I have to take off these 4 bolts, these 3 bolts, that 1 bolt, and take this plate and move it. Because of how it's sitting, this whole entire trailing arm, IRS arm, it has to move out of the way, or I can't get this plate to move because it can't just spin in here. There's this spline, as you'll see when you take it off, and this whole thing has to come off. The arm is in the way. So we're gonna jack this up, get it on a jack stand, start to get it disassembled, and pull, I guess, the wheel off. All right, wheels are off. Now we can get a better look here. As you can see, these boots are obliterated. Gross. So we're gonna get that replaced. Ugh, heavy wheels. Gotta get that bolt out back there. We're gonna take the coilovers off. Here's a better look at the rear brake setup. Disc brakes, came off the sand rail. We're gonna get that all painted too. With the custom coilovers, they had to take off some of the paint, and down there as well. And down there as well. So we're gonna get that all painted up. Those are gonna go black, make it look all nice, and we'll get after it. Now I remember when I took it to the shop to get some work done on it, they told me one of the axles was bad. I didn't really understand what they meant by that. Here's a good one. So you can see there's an end, This one's missing something. So that's fantastic. I got to find a way to get that out of the car, and I guess we'll go from there. Hammer. That worked. And axle number 2. Now, let's get to rebuilding one of these. They both don't look great. We'll see. So I've never rebuilt an axle before, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right to make sure that it looks as good as the new one, because it does not do that. So I've got the axle completely torn apart here. Let's see if I can tilt you a little bit to see it. So it's completely torn apart. I've got all of the little balls out of that and that and that side. So yeah, it's completely torn apart. We're gonna go to the store real quick and get some axle grease so I can re-grease it. Then I can put the new bushings, bearings, dust covers. That's what I'm looking for. Put the new dust covers on it, make sure that one looks as good as the new one that is going to be put into the side because the other one broke. Come over here. Here is one of the old ones. It is no longer staying together at all. So we'll go ahead and get some axle grease on that and replace the axles. But what we're gonna do first, axle grease. Second, alignment, rebuild the axles back together. Let's go to the store. Now you haven't seen this car for a long time. We're gonna have a video on it here soon. We're gonna take the, oh, she's so mad at me. I'm sorry, dog, we'll be back. We're gonna take the old Mustang. Got a bunch of parts for it and make a good, I need the steering wheel. Steering wheel. All right, let's get to it. I'll tell you what, guys, if I ever have to touch a axle again and rebuild it by hand, it will be too soon. So we've got rebuilt, greased, new, also greased, ready to go. I got new hardware for it, ready to go on that one. Turns out that none of these were the right size, any of these, so I had to reuse an old one to finish up rebuilding that one. So now let's get on to the alignment portion of this. It's gonna take quite a bit here. Like I said, we've got 3, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 bolts per side that we gotta take off to get this side off. We're getting a lot closer here, so got all those bolts out, those bolts out, those bolts out, those bolts out, those bolts out. Now it's just him. And then this plate needs to come out this way. We gotta check on these splines. So we gotta make sure that we are going, I believe we want 2 down this way on either side to kind of level out the wheel. So next we got that big old son of a gun right there. All right, so we are just now waiting for the paint to dry. We were able to get it all the way down without taking out that big bolt fully, just by loosening it. So we might have to come up a little bit and let it droop a little bit more to get it to sit correctly, because they are struggling to make it past each other right here. We went 13 degrees now, so we should gain quite a bit on the back end. Hopefully that levels it out. But while we wait on that, why don't we install something fun? Let's go over here to our box of goodies. Let's grab our LED kit. I painted those too. So yeah, we already have the controller in here. That's the one with the blinking blue light right there. And we also have the passenger side is still good. The driver's side is the one that got ripped off. So we're gonna try to take the extra one too and put it up there. So let's get to it. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, if you guys haven't seen a unboxing of a Type S kit, let's go ahead and get right to that. Like I said, we've already had one of these. Luckily it's under warranty because we needed it. All right, into the box. We've got 2 LED strips. So 2 strips connected by one of them is directly to the controller. One of them comes off of a secondary controller right here. So we are gonna have to figure out how we want to do this, because this guy doesn't get a lot of extra slack, if you know what I'm saying. We only get about yay much slack. So what might happen is this guy might become our passenger side one, and we might double extend this guy up into the roof. Let's give her a try. Good evening. It is now a whole day later since that last clip that you saw me unboxing that Type S kit. Things did not go as planned with the axle. Turned out the axle was the wrong size and the other 2 were broken and did not want to stay together. So we have the car back together. Kind of. It does not run anymore, and I am very good at bringing in a perfectly running car and making it not that. So let's walk through what we've done so far and where we ended up. It is a disaster now. It was a whole hassle and a half, but check it out. That's black now. That rubberized stuff is not great. Don't recommend it. Ain't got no axles anymore, so that's cool. For the back end, we fixed the alignment a little bit. That is all that we could get. It's still sitting like yay. Because the shocks are fully maxed out. So I could have gone more, but the shock would no longer reach the shock mount. If we want to fix that, we need longer shocks. But as for the LEDs, check this out. Ready, and boom. It turned out exactly how I was thinking. So we have our new strip on that side, old strip on that side. We have 2 controllers now, blinky blue right there, blinky blue right there. And we were able to piggyback the 3rd one off of the first kit we got. And so we got some on the inside, which is awesome because it lights up the bay pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. I think it turned out sweet. So easy install. Just a little 3M tape on the back, and we got the buggy looking good. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Overall, today was pretty successful. The last 2 days have been successful. We did a lot of work, and we'll get it all finished up in the next couple days, weeks, whatever, when the axles decide to arrive, and we find out what the right ones are. If I have any advice to give when building a completely custom car, and you don't know what is in it, I actually don't have any advice. Really, it's trial and error until you get it all figured out. You got 3 axles to try, you got axles you try to rebuild, you order the wrong boot kit, you order the wrong axle. What do? It's a custom car, and you either make it work or you trial and error until you make it work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was pretty fun. I have the next video coming out here pretty shortly on that car. Got a lot of new parts for that one that are sitting, 1 outside, 2 on the shelf back there, and 3, there's a big bucket behind me of parts that we took off when we were racing this car. So next series is coming up, and I'm really excited. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Until the next one, see y'all later.